Something is definitely afoot when you look at everything linked to Doctor Who's 60th anniversary. It wasn't long after the announcement of David Tennant's return for the celebrations that he was spotted on set, filming alongside fellow returnees Tate and Bernard Cribbins in their old roles of Donna and Wilfred Mott, respectively. One big question remains, though. Even after all these months of those set pictures swirling around the vortex of the internet, just how in the name of Davros is Tennant returning? Here, we discuss the different theories as to how Doctor Number 10 is making yet another return, this time with a twist. Wait until the end for a juicy bit of information that lines up with our biggest theory yet. Theory number 1. The 10th Doctor has traveled forward in his timeline. This is probably the most basic of the theories, but it does gel with the usual tradition of Doctor Who's anniversary specials. It could well be that our original 10th Doctor has simply crossed paths with his other faces and is in his own future. What makes you think he's in the future, you ask? Well, for one, the TARDIS that Tennant has been seen filming with is none other than Jodie Whittaker's Doctor's. Could 10 simply be using the current version to get himself around for whatever reason? There's also the presence of Bernard Cribbins and actress Yasmin Finney. From looking at set photos, Cribbins' Wilfred is being pushed around in a wheelchair by Tennant's Doctor. Seeing as the last time we saw him he was quite mobile, it looks like a lot of time's passed for the one-time companion. Finney, on the other hand, has been rumored to be playing Donna daughter named Rose. Cheeky wink to Billie Piper's time on the show here. Last time we checked, Donna had no children and had just gotten married. Finally, at the end of The End of Time Part 2. It would seem that, again, time's passed, long enough for Noble to have a teenage daughter. It most definitely looks like Tennant's Doctor is in the present day, and he could be in a multi-Doctor story, even though no other Doctor's been seen yet. But then there's the different outfit for the 10th Doctor. The colors are basically reversed from what he usually wears. It could be a comical turn, with something along the lines of him having to be incognito for some reason, and wearing the exact same outfit but color reversed is eligible for that in his mind. It's something the Doctor would probably do, but there is something more likely in this case. Theory number 2. This is the 10th Doctor from an alternate timeline. Talk of the multiverse was brought up in Jodie Whittaker's latest series. Plus, parallel worlds were quite a thing during Tennant's tenure, so it stands to reason that this could be a version of the Time Lord from another universe entirely. The alternate colors in the Doctor's outfit, the fact he's got Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS. Maybe this Doctor's just bashed his around too much and had to renovate it more than usual. One big plot point that could link to this and also explain Donna presence? The Dr. Donna. During the final episode of the revived show's 4th series, the Doctor indirectly created a clone of himself that was actually half of Donna. Although this half-human Doctor helped to save the day, our real Doctor couldn't condone the way he did so by committing genocide on the Daleks. The Doctor decided to leave this other Doctor on a parallel world with Rose Tyler. Rose gets to live out her life with a Doctor who will actually age alongside her. This new Doctor learns to not be as impulsive as he was by being with Rose. Everyone's a winner. So, how does all of this tie in? Well, it was a deleted scene, so it's probably not being classed as canon, but our 10th Doctor did give his clone a piece of the TARDIS so he could grow his own and go on his own adventures with Rose. What if this Doctor did just that? Why he came back to his original universe is anyone's guess, but it could link to his being born from not only the Doctor, but Donna as well. The potential plot hole here is that Donna remembering her time on the TARDIS can kill her. Fans will remember that her creating the Doctor's clone also gave her his intelligence in return, but with that came too much for her mind to handle, prompting the Doctor to erase her memories of him and their adventures to save her. It may be that because this clone needs her, he took measures in finding a cure for her in order to do what needs to be done. It all clicks quite well, but then we've seen no other Doctors in filming so far. It could just be that most of the scenes only need interior sets, and Tennant's happens to be outside. But there is another theory that could explain this further. Theory number 3. The 10th Doctor is the 14th Doctor. Technically, it has been let slip that Jodie Whittaker's Doctor will not be regenerating on the TARDIS like all other incarnations since the show was revived. Also, there are rumors that the 13th Doctor will be regenerating on the planet Karn. Fans of the revived series will remember Karn as being the planet where the 8th Doctor regenerated into the War Doctor, with help from the Sisterhood of Karn. Not only that, but he was able to choose the type of incarnation of the Doctor that he'd turn into. So, how does this link? Could it be that Jodie Whittaker, for whatever reason, will choose to regenerate into Tennant? Why would she do that? Haven't a clue. Karn's involvement in the 50th anniversary's mini-episode that revealed how Paul McGann turned into John Hurt could now be a bit of a running theme. with the Sisterhood of Karn being involved in both milestones of the revived series. Hey, it would also explain the new outfit for this newer yet familiar version of the character. Hell, it explains why he's got Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS. Obviously, Tennant isn't sticking around, so it would seem that his time in the rumored 3 specials for this anniversary would see him turning into the confirmed real 14th Doctor, Sex Education's Ncuti Gatwa. But, again, some things don't add up. Would big boss Russell T Davies really bring back Tennant as his own second version of the Time Lord? That would kind of diminish the importance and uniqueness of the 10th Doctor. This brings us on to the final and probably most close to the truth theory. Theory number 4. Gatwa's Doctor, and us the viewers, are only seeing Tennant's Doctor. Now, as Amy Pond once said, this is where it gets complicated. It could well be that the rumor of the Doctor regenerating on Karn is true, but then there's the rumors of the villain for the 60th anniversary. Fans will definitely know by now that Neil Patrick Harris has a part as the big bad of the story. His role? It's not been revealed, but the online sleuths have deduced that he's more than likely portraying the Celestial Toymaker. The Celestial Toymaker was actually a villain who William Hartnell's first Doctor faced. Back then, he was actually portrayed by none other than Batman alumni Michael Gow. To put it simply, he's a powerful being who forces sentient forms into seemingly childish games, with their freedom at stake. What's more is that the games are always rigged to be in his favor. Now, just how does this link to Tennant's reappearance on the show? Well, if the rumors are true, and Harris is indeed portraying this villain, let's just picture this. Jodie Whittaker regenerates. We get that familiar blast of energy. The energy dims, and there's David Tennant in Whittaker's outfit. With this new Doctor being as baffled as us fans, moments later we see the Celestial Toymaker is present. From there, the setup for the 60th anniversary. What if the Toymaker is locking the Doctor into some kind of game in which, though he actually is Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, he just looks like one of his previous incarnations to himself and everyone watching at home? Toymaker could then set him off on an adventure, where he runs into previous companions, and the Doctor must find out what the aim of the game is in order to win and be set free. This could even have the villain showing the power he possesses by toying with the Doctor and turning him into a number of his different incarnations for his own entertainment. It's Doctor Who's 60th anniversary celebrations, so it would be a nice chance to see the likes of Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and so on. It would then be expected that once the Celestial Toymaker is defeated, we'll get the exciting reveal of Ncuti Gatwa as the 14th Doctor, finally. As crazy as it all seems, it would make a lot of sense to everything we've seen from set photos. The current TARDIS, the alternate costume, the impossible but isn't reappearance of Donna Noble, the rumors of the villain. Far-fetched, but very likely. One big piece of information that backs it up too? It's been revealed by The Hollywood Reporter that Ncuti Gatwa actually doesn't start filming Doctor Who until later this year, most probably due to commitments to projects such as Sex Education Series 4. Yeah, he'll probably have had time to film a quick something to introduce his Doctor, but nothing at length has come from the actor in terms of playing the new Time Lord yet. We'll not know for sure what's going on in Doctor Who's 60th anniversary. It could be an amalgamation of our theories and the stuff everyone is talking about online. One thing is for sure though, Tennant is back in some capacity, and fans are loving it a whole lot. Got your own theories on what the heck is happening with David Tennant's return? Make sure you let us know your favorite theory in the comment section below. Are there any rumors of K9 appearing actually? No? Oh well, maybe for the 70th anniversary.